Hello guys, welcome back to Serious About Salvage and another video on the channel. So I hope you're all well and all okay. So today we're going to do a video on the Fiesta ST. Do you remember the Fiesta ST? That's, again, it's been an ornament in the unit. Ornament, should I say. This ST you might remember, but if not, a quick little bit of background. We got from auction with no keys, another stolen recovered. Got a pair of keys, got them corded in. But unfortunately it only runs on 2 cylinders. We have done various checks already on a video on the channel, so if you want to watch that video first, I'll put it in the top corner now for you. But just a brief description of what we did. We checked the coils, we checked the injectors, we checked, what else did we check? I can't remember now, but we basically did everything. We swapped around a load of stuff. Oh, plugs, we swapped the plugs around. Because the main issue is we are getting a misfire on cylinder 2 and 3, and them two injectors, are ground to earth. They're the codes that are coming up on the computer. So the only real 2 places we can go now with this is either the wiring from the injectors to the ECU has a break, is touching ground, some kind of damage, or the ECU is fried. There really is nowhere else to go, I don't think. So today we're going to try to diagnose that. We're going to try to follow the wiring back to the ECU, make sure there's no visible damage, maybe bell it out, and then failing that, I'm afraid it's going to be an ECU out job and probably send it out to a specialist and see if they can put it on some kind of diagnostics machine and tell us if it's knackered, basically. So that's the plan. Because I really want to get this running. You know, it's been around here too long. We need to get it running and out the door. So I'll turn you around and perhaps we can get some stuff done. Okay, so yeah, this is the 2016 Fiesta ST. It's only done 28,000 miles, something like that. And I decided before we started today that I would just get rid of all the rubbish that were inside it. I'm sure if you've seen the other ones, you'd have seen all the paraphernalia that was scattered all around this car. So I've cleaned it out a little bit, just so that it's not on camera. It's not really something we want to be advertising on YouTube. But before we do, just do that. As you can see, the parts for the Mini are back. The bumper and the bonnet's here. And I've decided to try this vent red. So I think with the black headlight surrounds, red scoop, and then obviously, excuse me, the black grille with the red line in, it might look nice. The scoop was already red, so I thought my plan was to get it gloss black, but we can try it red. There's no harm in trying. I can always get it painted afterwards. So yeah, we've got the headlight surrounds. We've also got the tail light surrounds as well in there. So that's really ready to go back together. I'm just waiting for the pedestrian protection tube to come along the front, for the front. So anyway, it's not about this car, it's about the Fiesta. So really, I think, having a quick look at it, the ECU is here, down there, that silver block. And it looks like when they install them, they do one of them special bolts that, when you tighten them up, the head snaps off. So we're going to have to get that removed somehow because I need to unplug the ECU. This is the loom that runs to the injectors. Now I know from the last time I checked that loom, that little extension loom, that was fine. So all we're bothered with is from here to the ECU. I'm not too sure if I've got a pin layout for the ECU, to be fair, Joe the plug. But all I'm going to do is bell this plug to the ECU plug, and that'll check all the wiring for me, hopefully. If that all comes back okay, then, like I said, we're going to have to get that ECU out, and it's going to have to be sent off. So I'll get you on the camera. I think I might... Should I pull this? I do remember this being a pain in the backside to get out, because there's a Jubilee clip down there, I think, right down that corner. That's extremely hard to get to. It would be nice to have a little bit more room around here, wouldn't it? If we take the airbox out, that might just push a bit over on that flex. just to give a bit more access. So perhaps we'll do that. Alright, so yeah, I'll get the tripod out and let's see if we can finally get to the bottom of this. I had forgotten to say as well, I've got a wing for it. I've got a wing somewhere in, there it is, over there. The wing in colour. So perhaps if we get the diagnostics done, or the diagnosis for the running issue, perhaps we can throw the wing on. Maybe. Headlight back in. Right, let's get on with this, see if we can figure it out. Okay, so I've got you as close as I can there. Now we're going to try and buzz out this cable now. Should I say these 8 points? I'm going to try and buzz them out to the plug at the ECU, and then try them down to earth as well to see if they're down to earth. So these are your 2 main plugs from your ECU. The ECU's down there. There was 2 of them screws that I found, them anti-tamper screws. The other one I can't get out right now, so I managed to bend it up enough to get out of the way, which means we can get the plugs off. And I've taken the little plastic shrouds, what's that got in there? Off the back, that protects the single cores. So what we're going to do is, we've got 2 little pieces of copper, really thin strands of copper, 4-line wire this. And we're just going to pick a wire. We'll go top left. I'm going to stick it in. That happens to be yellow with a blue line on. And all we're going to do is find yellow with blue lines on these 2 and buzz across and see if we can get a circuit so we know which cable it is. And then we can check that same cable down to earth. So then we've got a connection from there to there and we know it's not touching anything. So then we go through all 8. If all 8 come back fine, then the wiring's fine. And it's got to be the ECU, in my eyes. So, I haven't got a wiring diagram that I can read anyway. So we're just going to have to try. So like I said, what I'm going to do is, one end on one on the other. And if there's a connection between the 2, we'll get a beat like that. Okay, so one end in, yellow with blue line. Find a yellow with blue line in this plug. There's one there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 along, second down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go one end on there, nothing. So that's not the wire, just to make sure. No, that's not the wire that we're after. We'll find another one. Alright, there's one right at the top. Second row, 2 down, which is this. And then try again. One end of that. Oh, there we go. So that is our first cable. And that's buzzing out. So that's a connection from one end to the other. So there's no break in it. We check it to earth. And it's not earthed. That cable's not earthed. So that one's okay. So we've got 7 more to do now. I'll whiz through these on a bit of time lapse and I'll let you know the results. Okay, so firstly I managed to get this cover off completely. That's off. And as you saw in the video, I bailed out all that loom to this plug. It all come back fine, perfectly fine, no issues, nothing down to earth. Continuity through every single core, loom perfect. So I thought, each year I'm taking it off, I'm going to have a look at it. Visually on the outside, I don't want to show you something right now, one sec. On the outside, all look fine. I decided to do continuity across. So that bunch of bigger pins, obviously there's a 16 there, isn't there? Well, 8 of them are for the injectors. Now, I had 3 pairs that had continuity across them, which doesn't make sense, because if there's supposed to be continuity across them for the injectors, you'd have 4 pairs, not 3. And nothing on any of the others. So then I thought, I want to have a look at this circuit board. So after a lot of fighting and glue, this is our circuit board. Now I'm pretty sure, I don't know how well you can see this, but can you see all the bits of brown? Will it focus? There's definitely been moisture in here. I don't think that brown should be on it. It's so hard, I can't tell if you can actually, if it's focusing in or not. So it's these 16 we're looking at here. And again, I'll try with one hand. Across 3 pairs of pins. So that's the one that's okay. Across 3 pins, 3 sets. My bloody meter's turned off now. I don't know which ones it is, it might be these ones. Yeah, there, and there. They're the only 3 sets that have continuity across them. But like I said, there's a lot of sign of what I think is water damage. So around them 3 there, you can see it. It's so hard, I can't tell if you can see or not. See the watermarks? I think they're watermarks. I think all them bits of brown are watermarks. So the next logical step is now to look on the other side of this circuit board at the pins where they come off and they go into these. So I'm going to have a little wrestle with it again, see if I can get it unstuck, and we'll have a little look on the other side and I'll show you what I find. Okay, so I got into the back and there's nothing really to see. I can't see any issues, but I don't really know what well, I'd know if there was a burn mark or a char somewhere or whatnot, but so what I did is I've cleaned up all that black mess off, all them watermarks off with electrical cleaner. I still have continuity across them 3 pairs for some reason. I was hoping clean up was going to get rid of it, but all I can do now is just plug it back on the car and start it and see what happens. And if it's still running on 2, then we're going to have to send this off. Or it's either that or I replace the ECU, but I think with these you've got to replace the ECU, the door, there's a few things coded together. I'm not too sure what they are right now, I'm not even going to guess, but I have had a little look and they come like a set, so I'm presuming you've got to change the whole lot. So I don't know, I think I'm going to do some research and have a look if them 3 pairs should have continuity across them, and go from there really and decide from that. But we're going to put it back on now, we'll plug it back in. I'm not going to mount it, we'll plug it back in and just see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen, I'll be honest. So I'll come back to you when it's time to fire. Okay, so we're at the point now where we're going to give it a go. In fact, I haven't plugged that together, but there you go. So everything's plugged in, we've got the ECU sat there, so we kind of jerry-rigged it. I don't think the PCB board earths out through the case or anything, but I don't know. Managed to just about get the airflow meter plugged in, but I don't know what's going to happen in all honesty. Got some leads, jump leads on the Mini with a new battery on the Mini. See if it'll do anything without starting the Mini, but we might have to start the Mini. So we have got power in here, which is a good start. Just have one last check under that bonnet, make sure I've not done nothing stupid. No, that looks okay. So, well, there's only one way to find out. 28,000 miles. Just do it. Let's start the Mini. I think it's struggling a little bit. Oh. Replace the battery. Holds the steering column. Don't know why it's asking for the key. I am. Don't be annoying. So what's going on with this now? Now the Mini won't start. Come on. Thank you. Why is it messing around now? Come on, stay running. We will get there. Right, here goes nothing. Strange. Is there no fuel in it? Oh, there's fuel in it. Right, well, no, it won't start at all. Strange one. Right, I'm going to have to poke around with it a little bit and I'll come back to you shortly, hopefully, with it running on 2 or 4 cylinders. Right, I've got it going. I'll just turn this Mini off. Hopefully the Fiesta stayed around running. So it would appear that the ECU does need to be earthed, because it's either the ECU being earthed back in its case, which I've done, or I put the airbox back on with the MAF, but I think it's the intercooler. Anyway, unfortunately, still running rough. So, other than one last scan to clear the codes, to see if it's just got stuff stored, well, it's going to be a case of, like I said, either getting that ECU tested or going with a new ECU set. I think, well, we know there's nothing wrong with the wiring, we know there's nothing wrong with the injectors, so it can only be what controls it, and that is the ECU. So in my eyes, that's it really, isn't it? That's all there is to it. If anyone's got any other bright ideas, I'm all ears. But yeah, we'll scan it, I'll wipe them, I'll come back, and if there's no change, I think that's going to be it for this video. At least we've gone as far as we can with it. We've eliminated absolutely everything, and like I said, in my eyes, it can only be the ECU. So give us a couple of minutes, I'll come back to you with the results from the scan. Okay, so the faults showing are still the same faults, random misfire on 2 and 3, and resistance high, short circuit or short to ground on 2 and 3, on injectors 2 and 3. So in my eyes, like I said, the only thing now to do is go down the ECU route. So unfortunately we're going to have to leave it again on this car, but like I said, I'm glad I've gone through this process today, because I've had in the back of my mind, you know, if I go and get this ECU and it don't fix it, I've wasted money. But now we've eliminated everything else, I don't see it being anything else. But like I said, if anyone has any ideas of what I could try, or happens to have Fiesta ST ECU sat next to them at the computer and they want to bell out some pins, do get in touch and we'll go through it and just make sure that I have got issues with this ECU. So as always, thank you very much for watching these videos. I hope you do enjoy them. I want to thank you for watching, and if you do enjoy, please do consider subscribing to the channel. I'm due getting some new cars, aren't I? I'm getting a bit low. I'm starting to get a bit more time off work these days, so I'm starting to get a bit more into the cars again, and yeah, hopefully we can hit the channel a bit harder, get some more videos out for you guys, get some more growth, and proceed with what we were doing before my little break, shall we say. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.